列を天丼で天つゆぶっかけ列を頼む。はーい。列ゴン。本日は棒読み抜き、もうよ。列ゴン。稼いでバモンを叫んでほしい。いいフットボール。勝やで、験担ぎする、バモン。うん。
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling.
Arguably one of Italy's finest wing-backs, Gianluca Zambrotta.
Does not get through some miles.
Yeah, and originally he was a winger, so the skills that he's honed over the years are always there to serve him well when he gets into those forward positions.
Crosses it in. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Hullet. Out towards the flank. Now the cross. He leaps for it. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
おろしカツレッツゴーバモン。
Pele. And this is Hullet. And Messi! Messi! Genius!
バモン。
This is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability.
Can he finish? Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Gamba Osaka leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. It's a good spell of possession, this. Bullet.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
The throw in.
列ゴン。
Cross needs to be good.
Borussia Dortmund really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Zambrotta clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Pull it.
強い。
He's having a hit. Oh, it's a thumping hit.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's good vision. It's come to nothing. Oh, what's he done?
ファウルないの今。
Borussia Dortmund definitely have the look
Oh,
of a team that likes to
yeah.
counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee...
Azar! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
ふざけんじゃないですか。
Ambitious ball here. Van Dijk cuts it out. Now, can they get him away? Marcelo just loves to go forward whenever he can. And it's Pirlo. Floated through.
ちょっと待ってください。
And that was very necessary. Varane kept his eye on it, and he's there.
で、
Muscular approach does pay off here. Vitinha. Pelé.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
And it's Azar. Marcelo. Tries to play it through. Distributed tidily. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pull it. He's having a pop! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And now a sudden chance to counter. This is a promising build-up.
Pretty robust defending.
Threads one in. He's through here. He's free. He has got space. Poor robust challenge. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Marcelo. Pelé. Azar. Pirlo, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Hazard. Vitinha does well to get it back. Now it's Hullet. Messi. And it's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
80만以上だよ。列が頑張れ。
Up by one goal at the halfway point.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is
注文忘れてた。お姉さんの電話番号教えてもらっていいですか？
You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Gamba Osaka look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Gamba Osaka currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And a chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Davids clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. This looks shapes to shoot!
メッチじゃ勝てない。 미디냐? 펜시다.
Oh, well played. And he's quick to get rid. And it's Marcelo. And this is Kagawa. It's a good-looking delivery. Cannavaro getting this one clear. And Cruyff!
이상해.
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Borussia Dortmund get their 4th corner. Garcia claims comfortably. Gamba Osaka have the chance to go the other way. Oh, this looks sharp. In towards the back stick. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
オフサイド列が番。ところでラブスはどうなってる？おい、ボコボコになってるじゃんね、それ。
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
いや、ごめん。ごめんなさい。
Karambur. Sanjay, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Vitinha, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Kagawa. Karambur.
いえ、そう。
Marcelo. Now Karambur. Karambur venturing down the left. Cruyff. Messi. Pele. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's got away. Messi! Brilliant save from Buffon. It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
ラブタだろ、そこ当たらなかったね。
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Kagawa, played out to the left flank. That's good play. Now then, the ball's come loose. Nicely spread. Vitinha. Vieira. And here's Hullet. Knocks it out wide.
いらっしゃいましたよ、どうぞ。
And it's Vieira. Kagawa makes a dash for it. 75 minutes played. And here's Hullet. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Just eases him off the ball. Nicely aimed pass. Rafael Varane.
そっちか。
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Cruyff. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that is out of play.
現在ペレと体力を残ってる。やばい。
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Hullet.
ちょっと待って、どうし
He
よ
is through here. Tries to
終わったの
pass it. And Cruyff!
あー、ごめん。
And yes, it's there! There seemed no way back, but they are level. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Borussia Dortmund. Cruyff!
あー、
Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And a header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Seedorf. That's destined for the flank. Ekitike. Oh, that's a fine interception. Spread out to the left. Pele. Ekitike receives it. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So a big moment. And he scores! Back in business!
いや、もったいねえな、この試合。
And that is added time is up, and there
いらん
goes
こ
the
としちゃ
whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. How do you look,
う。いや、なんだこれ。
Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this.
ね。ルンルン何してんの、ほんと。まだやれんけど。おい、やり合いすぎだろ。やっぱ7-3って。あ、そうか。そういうことか。なんでこんな減らんのか思ったらお前振り付けてるから。あ、そういう感じ。あ、もう終わったな、これは。 ビール絶頂か。使いたくない。
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action.
Well, we're in the presence of a true great of Italian football.
You're talking Bergami?
Yeah, he can perform anywhere across the back four, and thanks to his discipline.
Pele!
入れるや
Off
っ
the
てん。
post. Pele.
There's a real
Nandi.
tenacity about their defensive
Yeah,
play,
that's so-
and it's up close and personal. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Threads one in.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
で、あるでし
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Bellingham gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Marcelo got a long way forward to join the attack.
ょ。
Now it's
で
Kvaratskhelia. Closing in on goal.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious
私パンツで
as
す。
they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Passes short and sharp. Marcelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
僕は本当にお腹空いてんです。
Do have a
本当にちょう
chance
だ
to
い。
counter here. And it's Hullet. Kvaratskhelia is onto this. Steam and the
小原。
shot. Oh, brilliant from Kvaratskhelia. He's got himself an
That's it,
absolute
it's-
peach. And it's Gamba Osaka who go in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
It's one.
Gamba Osaka are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal.
Yeah,
And
no,
it's
it's so
very impressive.
Gamba Osaka are in front now. The game.
シャペウ、シャペウ、シャペウ。
Yeah,
なんで
it's
できない
rare
の
that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Ibrahimovic dominates aerially so often. Marcelo is offering some sort of an
活
apology
躍がいいんで
there.
もいい。
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
二刀流。
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, that's fabulous. Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
ちょっと待って、やばい。
Knocks it into space.
大
Now
大丈夫
it's
よ。
Pele.
大丈夫よ。自分を信じて。
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
あって
He's been shifted off it. Bellingham. And for a moment, time stood still.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
あってよ。
And now they can spring out of
カウン
defence.
ターターゲット。
Front-footed pressing going on here. Oh, nicely intercepted.
さすがに。さすがに。
Nice interception, well timed. Hullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. Bellingham. Turan.
本当にやめて。決戦でしょ。えぐいか。
That's going across
大
goal.
丈夫。
It's
そ
a
れ
goal
でクソ
kick.
だ。これ一旦待ちます。一旦待って、一旦待って、一旦待って。この辺で、オフサイドでしたね。どうぞ。
Nice bit of trickery. Oh, that's neat. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Yeah.
あ、移動中。
Costa Curta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now, that's a lovely exchange. Farrett Scalia. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Vieira.
リンパしたの。
And here's Ibrahimovic. He's played it back. Out towards the flank.
There will be 1 minute added time.
大丈夫。
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Messi.
大丈夫。
What's going wide left? And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands. So no wonder they've got their tails.
それはthis is 本当に this is
Osaka just about ahead. 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
レッツゴー。
Gamba Osaka leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Tries to
チー
pass
ズで
it
成り上が
through.
り。
Now it's Ibrahimovic. That has been cut short. And here's the
ち
chance
ょっと
to
待って、返して。
counter.
やべ。すいな。
Ibrahimovic.
Oh,
Oh, that's a
that's a
fine
top.
interception.
ちょっとそんなバールマジ低い身長。
It'll be a throw-in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
レッツゴー、その先に、幸せが待ってる。
Opts for safety. Time and again they are repelled. Vitinha, who can single-handedly make
い
a
や、ここ入れる
difference.
よ。メス。で
Well,
かい。
Peter, just see here how a lot of the
Yeah,
attacking
man.
players aren't dropping back anymore.
ちょっと待って
And
み
that
たい。
means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
そこ
Lovely
ナイス
pass,
ボール。
but can he get there?
やった。
Oh, he's been
Shoot.
caught napping.
まさか残ると
That's
思う。
very neat. That's a decent clearance. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable
バイロー
outcome.
だ。
Too much traffic.
Pele, your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure
so that
to
will
go
be the
further
cookie.
ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
あら。もうちょい使おう。
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 6. Farrett Scalia. Number 10.
いや、どこにヘディングしてんだよ、それ。
Number 8.
Vieira.
Coming on the field.
Well, the moans and
Nice.
groans from the stands now are very audible.
Number 11. Figo.
すごい
Knocks
で
it
した
out
ね。
wide. Roberto Carlos. Now the towering header. No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Not the most accurate
そうか、
pass.
そうなんだ。
Oh, there's a probing ball.
いや、ナイディビキニ大好き。
Gamba Osaka do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Van Dijk produces the perfect tackle there. Thuram. Pullet is the team's great visionary.
いいですか。
In towards the back stick.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
はーい。
Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to
それは
compromise.
本当にクレーム。
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach.
Yeah, but-
Get your head down,
Okay.
keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
This is サポーターっていいフットボール。
And that is a little undercooked. He's gone direct here. He's in plenty of space here. Oh,
来た。
well
い
played,
や。
well sorted out. Nicely weighted ball. So that has not gone
こ
well.
れで戻して、これで出す。なんだそれ。
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Mbappe. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Yamal. That's tidy.
よいしょ。入れて、
And it's Vitinha.
こう。
He's on it. Can he get away?
戻す。
Take back.
いや、もうバカだな、それ。
Gamba Osaka
Something
can
to
really
think,
think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
で、
Vieira gets a foot in here.
違うんだよ。
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the
That's
contest.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Some intricate passing, looking to
Yeah,
progress
I
the
keep
ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well
おー、
stopped.
勝った勝っ
Referee looks at
た。
his
バカ。
watch and blows his whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a
And
ride.
if you do have a chance today,
う
please
ん
take。some
ヤンキー列語。ということで。パコるときだけは俺はモンキー。レッツゴーモンキー。いやー、本当にクバラくれ。本当に。クバラのおむくれ、マジで。もうこの3つにかかってるよ、俺、本当に。バルタ。頼む。ふざけんな、マジで。頼む。しね。頼む。殺すわ。オッケー。本当に勘弁してほしい。スイスイスイ。レッツゴースイスイ。 うん、それはタレ焼きバモン。どういうことだ。おい、昨日の負け返せ、本当に。なんでこんな今日調子いいんだよ。意味わかんねえぞ。まあ、本当にレッツゴーバモン。YouTube バモン。いい加減行くか。いい加減行こう。言ったら本当にバモンかもしれない。いいのか、高いけど。よしな。お前ほんといつなったら、見せてみせよう、ホトトギス。俺お前にスパサブつけてたんだ。忘れてた。なんでずっとスタメンで使ってんだ。まあいいや。お前できるじゃん。お前にしようかな。まあ本当に2000に行ったら、本当に、リスナー一人一人に来た一人一人に、全員にスパチャを送れている。レッツー。
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, we're underway. Well, who would have thought it? Who could have thought that Scott McTominay's first venture outside Manchester would have turned out like this?
And in a city where the passion of the fans is arguably at a whole different level. There was every chance this could go horribly due to pressure, but he found a completely new lease of life.
Listen to them. And Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Shot
across the bow.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Very nicely done, good spot that. Pele. So what can they make of this? Oh, we expected better, and so did he. The pass isn't the best. Now it's Pele. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Beckham. Vitinha. Marcelo. Kvaratskhelia. Pele. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Some really good big chance.
いや、マジ
And again, he is at his elastic best.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this
してんで
defence. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to
お
use
俺
it.
試合で見た方がいいか。
Keeper's dealt with that.
距離にせいてやびだの世界一位じゃねえか。別に
That has ended up in no man's land. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
やめようかな、配信。
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
意味ねえじゃねえかよ。
Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
本当だよ。
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The
お
final
前は
ball
本
was
当によ
very
く
poor.
極めよ、このクソ飯。
Stam. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. And it's Beckham.
奥が深い。
Can he get it through? Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nicely spread.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Quality ball.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
大谷選手、本当パス出すの遅いから、本当これしたい
We
ぐらい
had to make that, and he did make it.
Beckham
Yeah,
clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything.
ああ、それはずるだろ。
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vitinha really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
あ言ってること真逆じゃねえかよ。
Oh, sweet feet. We saw the
Hey, big
danger.
it.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Gamba
Morota
Osaka
PK.
presented with a golden opportunity here.
ねえよ。
So this
真ん
to
中
break
蹴れ
the
ねえよ。
deadlock.
言ったよ。真ん中だと本当に。
Scores for sure. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
えあ、クバラ怪我してんじゃん。
Osaka
あ、
are
怪我に
in
もし
front
て。
now. The game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more
俺のクバラを
expansive,
怪我させたお
although
前は
they'll
許
be
さない。
wise to be cautious for now.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Thuram gets across and deals with it. Threads one in.
じゃあ早く戻ってくる。戻ってきた。
Oh, good spread. Bruno Fernandes. Probing pass. Caught offside that
じゃあ
time.
誰の配信ケアチェイさん
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
ケアのし。
Distributed tidily. Now it's Beckham. He's got away. Ball swung in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
出直しがクロスからやり直すやつよ。俺が教えてやるよ、クロスで。
Vieira. And that interception
Oh,
was
cross again, that's
most
all right.
necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be 1 minute at a
Pele.
time.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. This is a promising build-up. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's just been exhilarating, Peter, and leaving everyone wishing for a little bit more. But
アドリアの顔だけはやる気を感じる。
exercise more control, so we can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion.
Gamba Osaka are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the
な
good.
るほどな。元ユナイテッドと合わせてマンユーってこともこれ使った。面見沢。
So we're underway for the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep
Mizal.
at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
That's really well manoeuvred.
いいね。
Spread out to the left. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
ね、行きたいな。でもどうしようかな。
And he's had it nicked away. Beckham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
ファンダイクなめんねん。
Ditches it off him. Gamba Osaka needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply
It's on.
brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. Marcelo receives it in a wide position. He's having a hit.
レッツゴーです。
Superb from Pele.
もっと寄らないと。
That is a gem, an absolute gem.
もっと寄らないと。
And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A truly wicked
もっとペレには寄らないと。
strike on perfection.
痛い目合う
Oh,
よ。
what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Things starting to look
Ah,
very
good.
comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in
Inside
everything they
Pele.
do now. If
真
they
似しようと
want
するん
to
じゃね
kill
えよ。
off this game,
できていいん
now's
だよ、
the
そんな
time
の
to get it done.
And here's Hullet. And here's Messi. Oh, super ball. And the ball's come loose here. Best.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm.
ぜひ、赤切符切られないでほしい。
Can he get there? Burmo. 60 minutes played.
補足だもん。
Darren Fletcher. Beckham. And he's in on goal. And a chance.
あ、うまい。
And it's
オ
in.
ッケーオッケー。
Back within one. They have them in their sights again. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on to replace him.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are
It's all right.
reacting to that now.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Darren Fletcher can so cleverly bypass the press. Sheshko. Best.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
落ち着い
Another
て
pass
走
just
ってん
keeps
な、お
it
前。
ticking over. Oh, cracking ball.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of
Oh,
sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their
これでも
cause now.
先にできるようになって。
And it's Marcelo. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Good take, and is he in?
本当強豪感でばっかり磨いていけるかなんですよ。
Into the last quarter of an hour. Shesko!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Figo
いけんねん。
has to go back here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No, it's
Let's go,
come to
missionary.
nothing. Could move up a gear here. And he was quick to react. That's a sharp pass.
列はアイリン地区。
Burmo. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. There's a quick free kick.
それは列は。待って。何してんの
Pass somewhat off target. He's having a pop.
それ決められんのダメし。
A finish of true class. And with
Shesko
the
was
match
that-
slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Vieira. Played out towards the right wing. And it's Seedorf.
違う、そう潰されてんのか。
Picked out brilliantly.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
なんでクバラじゃねえ。いいね、それと。
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Nice sequence of passes. He's had a shot.
終わった。マジでキモ。
Lifts the roof. A game of margins. A game of thrills. This might just... And we're done.
必死だ、マジで。
Gamba Osaka can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. We've seen
Gamba Osaka must quickly shake this from their system.
いや、2しか下がらねえから。いや、勝てたな。しょうもないとこでやらかしたな。いや、ないでしょ。ないでしょ。ないでしょ。おい、どうなってんだ。引き分け勝利敗戦のコロナじゃねえかよ。5、6、7って。おい、早すぎんだろ。24時間行こう。レッツゴー24時間。 外側に行けばなんだってある。だる。本当にだるい。2には上がったらいいけど。おい、びっくりするんじゃねえかよ。ケアチン君かと思ったんじゃねえか。危ない危ない。ございますでござる。いいよな、教えて説明できる人って。おい、サボンじゃねえぞ。本当だぞ。ハンバーグ一緒に焼いとけよ。ハンバーグとポテト一緒にやっとけよ。そういう時のためにレッツゴーモスバーガー。おい、モスねえだろ。レッツゴーモスバーガー。本当に美味しい。ポテトだけはマック。23、23時、23時まですねと24時までやり。営業マンが言ってます。
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already.
レッツゴー一緒にツーリング。
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
レッツゴーナンパ。
So things are underway.
The Netherlands promoted the philosophy of total football, and Clarence Seedorf
Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's heaved it away.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Messi, he's picked his way through. And Messi! Oh, it's fallen loose again. There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods. And that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Gamba Osaka finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Vitinha ready to try one.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Oh, that's nice. Pele. There he goes, Motor. Pele!
vamos.
And he's stuck it away. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
開けすぎだよ。
How's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
レッツゴー、1号。タクゾン、レッツゴー。
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that...
And Cruyff! No one quite like him! About as smooth as it gets.
適当にシュート打った入るやつ。
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
技術を求める。美しさを求めた方がいい。
some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, this can he finish?
ああ、キモ。ほんまに適当に打ったら入る抜けじゃねえかよ。
That is just a piece of art.
ちょっと行こうよ。
That is a gem, an absolute gem. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
That has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Messi, very much a man of this moment. Pele. And this is Hullet. Played out to the left flank. Araujo wins the duel this time. And it's Vitinha. Showing good feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Thuram. Here's Vitinha. Marcelo. And this is Hullet. Schlotterbeck. And the counter is on. Now it's Hullet. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Messi. Spread it left. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Played out wide. Now it's Hullet. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Messi. Vieira. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Azar, who is rarely short on confidence, just eases him off the ball. Pele. Pele, given the lift of his goal. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's run loose here. Now it's Cruyff. Aimed beyond the defence. Seedorf has it out wide and in space. Vitinha. And it's half-time.
あー、やべえ、入れるらしいだ。
Halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Down to business again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. but they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And it's Messi. Oh, that is a nice touch. And he's managed to get for it. Shot a goal! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Schlotterbeck has quite the
ゴリゴリじゃね
footballing
えか、言
brain.
ってることが
He's
全部。
almost never outsmarted. Header!
いやーもう、だ
Cruising!
る本当
They
に。
are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did.
Lacking in accuracy.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
That pass isn't the best. And they're back on the ball again. Knocks it into space. Looking
言え
to
るわけね
play
えだろ、
in.
試合中なんだから。
Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
ギブしてまで見る価値ある。
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
じゃあギブ
Touch
す
with
る。
the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it.
He's had a shot!
本当にこいつ、本当
And
に
the。keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Vieira. Hazard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Leicester. To O'Shea. Schlotterbeck. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Cruyff. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Driving through the middle. Vitinha. Well, they could break here. Ajax appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Kvaratskhelia. Great vision. And this is Cruyff. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
許せねえんだよ。
Now it's Hazard. A lot of space ahead of him. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's a promising position. That's tidy. Marcelo. Oh, it's come loose.
いやー、ファウルもないのか。
Messi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Strong running down that left flank. And it's Cruyff. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Vieira shows great strength. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. O'Shea.
縦、
Well played. That has
縦にか、
snuffed out the
縦に
danger.
かするときのやつでしょ。
Messi. Hazard. Now it's Cruyff. Well, that looks a decent ball. He is through here. No, that's too long.
きついな、マジで。もういいや、ギブロ。
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
で、ハーランドシルドにが完全。あー、プレイ4だ。ブロック。さよなら。して。二度分。どうぞ。レッツゴー俺のアリクロス。レッツゴーキマランド。レッツゴーキマランド e フットボール2026。本当にクズ。開幕。レッツゴー FC26、開幕。レッツゴーティンティン侍。レッツゴーティンティン侍 e フットボール2026。本当に、もうダメです。レッツゴークラクションブーブーブー。本当に下手くそなやつは本当に曲がらない。パンパンパンはもう完全にあれじゃねえか、トラックじゃねえか。ナイスハーゲンダッツ。レゼ集中。確かに。二人になってるよ。ほら、これ配信主はあれなんかな。入らないかな。どうしようかな。確かに確かに。
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The
eFootball
excitement
確かに確か
already
に。
palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Marcelo, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. He's being urged to shoot.
どうしたんだろう。プリツーとしやがって。
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Vieira. And it's Thuram. Gamba Osaka are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Cannavaro. Ibrahimovic wins the duel this time. He's going to be disappointed with that. Played out to the left flank. Kvaratskhelia. Roberto Baggio. And he goes cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Tries to play it through. That ball looks a good one. He's had it taken off him. Thuram. Roberto Baggio. It's Baggio! And that should get the job done. Gamba Osaka, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Marcelo, there he goes, motoring forward. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Vieira. Vitinha. And the counter is on. Tries to pass it through. Well, played right into his path. Garcia gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Vieira. That's a little off target. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia. Good, strong midfield running here. Messi. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Baggio. Ibrahimovic has another go.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Nedved. Nice control. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. The pass is intercepted. Pullet. He might be in here. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that was vital. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
This looks promising. Baggio cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And he was alert to it. Vieira. Vitinha, who can single-handedly make a difference. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking for the run. And this is Roberto Baggio. Well, that looks a decent ball. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Baggio plays it short. Oh, what has happened here? Cannavaro clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely shaped ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's the end of the first 45. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So off we go again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's bustling through. Mbappe! And a neat finish. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
And he welcomes it in. Mbappe. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Nedved running at top gear. That's good play. And it's Vieira. He's looking wide. And here's the chance to counter. That's been cut out, well played. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Gamba Osaka still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after... Goes for a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. This is their second corner of the game. Nedved with the short one. Ah, that's a fine interception. Gamba Osaka are looking to go forward now.
The attendance for this match was 29,950.
Gamba Osaka really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's a sharp pass. And he's worked it through. He has found the way through. Oh, he's... And the shot! And he hits the net. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
On the field, number 18.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Gamba Osaka restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both.
And a chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Romario is offering a right smile there.
So, third corner of the game.
Number 22, Yamal. Number 20,
Baggio goes short,
15.
tries to cross,
Substitution.
and he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Figo. He is through here. Great ball, and he's on the finish!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Platini is always scanning the pitch for targets. Marcelo. That's really well manoeuvred. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Hazard. Bellingham. Seedorf. And that's been intercepted. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. And that's going to be a booking. Bellingham. Bellingham. He shifted it to the flank.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, sweet feet. Real chance! Another one of football's and how moments.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Substitutions taking place.
Trinita can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with this passing range.
Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Spread to the right. Gamba Osaka really will have to throw everything at this now. Platini, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Gattuso. Just 5 minutes left. Yamal is onto this.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And here's Romario. And Romario! Nicely weighted ball. Figo.
4 added minutes has
Into
been
a
indicated.
minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And he was quick to react. That's headed upfield. Quality ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. So that's it. It is all over. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think...
3戦連続ブロックしてるやつしかいない。3戦連続ブロックしてるやつしかいない。欲しい。トイレ行ってくるわ。間違いない。トイレ行ってきます。 eFootball よ。やべえ、これ配信してても一緒だわ。誰も来ねえじゃねえかよ。はーい。Vamos yo.誰も来ねえから本日は棒読み抜きばもよって書いてある。閲覧者ゼロじゃねえかよ。ガバガバよ。列をガバガバ。入れてもこれ思いついてから喋るよ。ガバガバ。入れても気持ちよくない。列がガバも。で列がや。
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Como have opted to go 3-4-3 by the looks of it here, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, and I would say that this setup is probably mostly geared to the front three. I think keeping them busy with chances is obviously a responsibility for everyone else in the team, so the midfield four in particular are keen to get on the front foot and play their part. The back three have just got to get on with it, and at times they are left a little exposed.
And they're on him in a flash. Tele does well to get it back. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good take in a good area. Cross in. Cannavaro attempts a clearance. And he's well positioned here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's good play. Now that's a fine challenge. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Azar.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
Ekitike proves... Ekitike! That's another chance! Tries to get it clear. Bellingham has the space to scheme. Kvaratskhelia was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Ekitike, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability.
Como definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And it's Azar. Azar. Oh, this is a terrific run. Cross needs to be good. But he's cut it out. Vitinha. Vieira. That's a cute ball. Hazard in acres of space out wide. Defending of the desperate variety. Pull it. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Azar. And he's managed to get free. That'll be a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. Van Dijk, a player who needs no introduction.
Como couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Knocks it into space.
もう今の回答見る気にみたいな反応してるんじゃねえかよ、本当に。
And a goal here just before half time would mean a great deal. Bellingham.
そうそう。
Kvaratskhelia.
今0-0。
Pele. Pele scooting forward. That's tidy. Bellingham simply refused to be outdone there.
でもね、もう今まぶたがやばい、重すぎる。
Vieira running with the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's quick to return it. Kvaratskhelia. Gamba Osaka have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. This possibly the last play of the half. Desai with the clearance. So a temporary halt to the action. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. So straight into the second half.
Gamba Osaka really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
And here's Hullet. Strokes it back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now he's running away. Can he get it through? And the shot! Oh, what a big... And again! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Can he spark a counter here? He's found a way through. Kvaratskhelia. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Chouameni is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. It's a pretty loose pass. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. And it's Marcelo. Pinches it off him. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's a sharp little ball here. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
急に優しくないね。なんで俺には朝まで行くよと言ってんだよ。
Powering forward here. Ibrahimovic! That was probably asking just too much.
Como are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Some good persistent defending here. Thinks about
その流れさ、明日も頑張りなくなる。
And still we await the first breakthrough.
明日も頑張れなくなる。
That has been slung wide.
だって明日タオちゃん角までしょ。
And this is Pele.
出た。
And now the breakaway. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
おちゃんって笑
Come
わ
back
せてね。
almost at once. Vieira. Well, that looks a decent ball. Courtois gets it away.
いや、うざマジでこいつ。いや、もう今日は解散や。間違いない。間違いないねとか言いながら俺一番最初に寝てんだけど。休館日も大事。
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 9, Ibrahimovic. Numero 6,
Marcelo.
小峠明治。
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Numero 5.
Vieira cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
いや、
There's the shot! And
なぜ
he's
そんないいパス出せる
away.
ハーランド。よくわかんない。
Finally the breakthrough.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit
ち
for
ょ、
never
こ
losing
の
their
パス
focus
パス
despite
打ちい
things
る
not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
そういうのが。
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You tried to send him one way, and he just...
Takes a
終わり
shot.
じゃねえかよ。
It's a goal. And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. So
やっとハーランドでゴール
smooth,
決め
a
れた。嬉しい。
signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
レッツゴー使ってます、eFootballフットボール。
Gamba Osaka are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a great...
Towering header.
おい、誰だよ、こいつ。やべ。
Thuram is there to clear. I think that's offside.
あ、
Yes,
ボール
it
テ
is.
ィーマーティか。しょマジして。外役したろ。ヤンコレル、ボルテマーテ、シェシコを使ってるやつには本当に外役する。このままタイム放置。ふざけんな、マジで。本当にタイム放置してやる。君のレート上げる時間を少なくとも減らしてやる。残り40秒。そう。バルベルデ、右サイドハーフには、アーノルド、本当にクロスゲーをしようとしてるやつだから、本当に、放置。クズ。このまま置いといてやる。レイプ早く寝ろ、本当に。絶対放置してたよ。このまま放置しとこう、本当に。さよなら。
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che è possibile fumare solo nelle apposite aree segnate sulla mappa. Grazie.
バカバカ。気にしません。気にしません。レッツゴーバモン。本当に本当に坂東英二、小峠英二。小峠英二、なんて言った疲れた。レッツゴーチンコ。さあ見よ。はーい。でも、おもろいのがさ、確かにチョコモナカジャンボって言ったら、ジャンボって向こうで言ったらこんにちはじゃん。 そこでチョコ出されたらめっちゃおもろいよ。うん。通じてんじゃねえかよ。なんで俺こんな負けてんのよくわかんないんだけど。こいつはよくわからなかった。こいつ何やったっけ。なんか、都合のいいやつに見えるかもしれないけど、俺昨日のこと覚えてない。なぜだ。まあいいや。レッツゴーバニラ。バニラ、バニラ、バニラです。うんレッツゴー。あれ、多分、言っても高収入にはならない。ラウザ知らないのバニラの歌。マジか。トラックでよう流れてるよ。バニラ、バニラ、バニラ、フーフー。押さなきゃダメ。なんでそんな言って。え、え、ちょっとごめんなさいね、皆さん。配信中ですけど、一旦ちょっと配信の方はミートにしたいと思います。ふざけんなマジで。何してんだよ。じゃあ、お互いハーランドで行こう。いや、あ、確かに。これお互いギブでいけるの？じゃあ、俺先にギブするよ。いや、いいよいいよ。オッケーオッケー。
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two
いや、
sides get ready to lock horns.
これどう
This
考
is
えても俺
football
悪
at
くねえ
its
だろ。
finest.
配信してるから。
And the mood
100-0ラブ
is
さんだろ。
boisterous. It is a perfect
いくよ。
ambience for the central
先ギブす
characters
るよ。
who are
せ
ready
ーの、は
now
い。
to perform.
オッケー。本当だ。なんだこの団子。 すげえな、この裏技。怖っ。めっちゃ裏技じゃねえか。おい、ふざけんな、マジで、本当に。確かに、90は当たらない。いや、本当だよ。いや、見てねえよ、ダメだ。俺傷つくじゃねえか。見てねえよ、もうダメだろ。見とけよ。入ってるよ。とっくの前から入ってるよ。6時間前から入ってるわ。うん。今誰やってるか見よう。今誰やってるか見よう。めっちゃいいじゃん。じゃあこれさ、フレンドと当たってさ、メッセージで、一緒にギブしましょうよって、向こう10年にらしいっすよ、言ったら、終わりじゃねえかよ。めちゃくそ、めちゃくそげじゃん。これでもさ、仮にさ、こっちが先にギブをしてさ、相手を押さなかったらマジで裏切りよね。あの、その時は言うわ、メッセージで、お前今すぐ PSN に1万円買ってこいって。すぐないだろうよ。俺もチーム変えよう。そうだ。ガンバ飽きた。何しよう。これ、メインフェングラートバッファ SWG。これ。これいつ解散できんの？お兄さん。タオちゃんはもうやる気ないし、いつ解散できんの？ああ、もうそうなったら俺最後まで付き合い言うんだろう。じゃあ大丈夫だ。大丈夫ってよ。大丈夫かどうかは知らないけど。チームどうしよう。確かに、そっちの方が美味しそう。うんち。ダンディ FC にしよう。ダンディ FC。ダンディ FC。レッツゴー。ダンデライオン。これ3文字までしかダメだったっけ？ダンディ FC でダンディだろ。いやー、3文字しかダメなのか。4文字だったらバモなんだけどな。そうか。 俺フレンドだよ。この前、昨日か、寝て俺引き上げたわ。2-2で。どうしようかな。一応。学生じゃねえよ。マジ俺の配信にごめん。ごめん。見てたけど、表示されなかった。そう。ダセーなわら。ダセーなってどういうこと？ああ、ごめん。ダンディーだろ。俺はダンディーだろ。声がダンディーだろ。ちゃんと配信前にクロスプレイオフしたよ。やった。やったー。じゃあ一緒にダンにしよう、ダン。一緒に、一緒にダンディーになる。え配信前ってどういうこと？俺の、ちょっと待って。今から協定やれよ。今から協定やれよ。パーン、パパパーン、パンパパン。何やったっけ？全然わかんない。タオちゃん忙しいなら、寝なきゃダメだべ。ダークゾーンはとりあえずね、さっきまで列を奪もしてた。
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here
誰
as
がお
these
らん
two
だ？
sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its
誰がおらんだ？
finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs
タオちゃん。
loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
おい、行
So
くぞ、ダン
things
ディ。
are
ダンディかかってこい、ダンディ。
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but
わかんない
what do
よ、
you
それ。
identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a
いや、
fierce
も
amount
う、
of
な
work.
んでできるのか。
Nothing quite
ふざけ
like
んな
him
し
in the modern era.
Agreed.
And it's hit
おい、
the
ちょっと入り
woodwork
そうじゃねえ
and
かよ、
out.
何しなほんと。
Frustratingly close. Looking for a runner. That is ended up in no man's land. Spread it left.
楽しいな、いいフットボールっ
Yeah, he's
て。
fouled him
いい
there.
フットボールって楽しいね。俺は嫌いじゃないよ。あ、ダメだ。嘘。
Pele. And the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Messi going face to face with his great rival. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
0-0やったっけ？
Yeah, they were looking for a
全然覚え
counter-attack.
てねえよ。もうとりあえず引き分けしか覚えて
Now
ない。
it's Hazard. Oh,
はい、
that's
ふざけんな、こい
ambitious.
つ殺す、マジで。
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You
そ
lucky
ん
boy.
な、
You
そ
lucky,
んな
lucky
記憶
boy.
も
Giving
入
the
らない。
ball away like that is usually punished.
Now it's Bale. Can he get on the end of this? Bale. Bale!
ガンバやめ
Denied
た。
by an instinctive save.
Bale actually didn't do an awful
ガンバ
lot
ちょっと
wrong,
飽
to
き
be
た。
honest.
And we have our very first corner. Pirlo! No, he's missed it.
Pirlo clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
じゃあ、ラブさんがディビアにあげたいよね。今日は解散。ラブさんがディビアにあげたらもう今日は解散。
Now it's Hullet. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
I actually think both teams are playing.
It's Bale! Goal! Eintracht Frankfurt! And it's Eintracht Frankfurt who take the lead.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Eintracht Frankfurt are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Picked out brilliantly. Pelle. Can he finish? It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Dundee really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And it's been taken short. Now it's Vitinha. Pirlo, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Dundee are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Pelle. He's being urged to shoot.
なんでもう終わったもんだ。友達だろ。
Nicely weighted ball. And this is Hazard. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's horribly mistimed. And it's given. Penalty. Dundee present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Garcia must save this.
左。あなたでした。
As you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
オーストラリア戦
The
思い出
keeper
す
was
の
trying
に
to
ね。
make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
すごいびっくりしたよ。これ
Eintracht
多分ね、1
Frankfurt
点はいける。
are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be
Yeah,
absolutely
absolutely.
thrilled to see his team.
殺すぞ、お前。本当にごめん。髪の毛全部引っこ抜いてるわ、本当に。
He's had it taken off him.
全部引っこ抜いてる、マジで。
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is
本当に
slippery.
眉毛も全速じゃ3年間縛りだよ。
This time. He has found the way through. Marcelo. And it's Hullet. Pirlo is always looking to break lines. Now it's Bale. No way through. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. It's Hazard! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Thuram clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good ball. He's on it. Goes for a shot.
ちょっと待って、危な。
Vieira.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That has been slung wide. He's found the
手
way
付けに行き
through.
ます。あ、できなかった。まあいいや。
Backward it goes. Kvaratskhelia!
いやー、なんか。
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And here's Vitinha. But it's Thuram. And this is Pele. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely feet. Azar. Hullet, who is rarely short on confidence. And here's Hullet. Tries to pass it through. There's the shot. He's got a goal. And on the stroke of half-time, a bright... And that is indeed the final act. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too
見て
complacent.
くれてる
They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
一瞬だよ。
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Back on the way then.
Dundee can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Not the most accurate pass.
落ち着いたら勝てるよ。
Has a look and
本
plays
当
it
に落ち着
forward.
け。
Pele.
山内落ち着け。本当に落ち着け。言い聞かせ、自分に。
This is a promising build-up. He's looking wide. Azar. Thuram cuts out the pass. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Marcelo. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
The perfect tackle. He's been superb.
Pull it. Now it's Kvaratskhelia.
ラメンジャニ FC。
Lovely bit of skill. Kvaratskhelia. And this is Hullet. Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Bale. Hazard takes the shot.
もう、気ままじしね、本当に。
Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible, he got so much power with so little backlift.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Kvaratskhelia. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pirlo. Now it's Azar. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Rice. Aims beyond the
俺にも言われ
defence.
てる感じがする。
Threads one in. Oh, well played. And Messi! Oh,
なんで入らんんだよ。
Well, that was
そういう
certainly
の死
bold,
ぬの
Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Vieira. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Pirlo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Hullet. And here's Messi.
謝るぐらいだって言うんじゃねえや。
75 minutes on the clock now. Kvaratskhelia receives it in a good position. Oh, great chance! Phil! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So now the difference is 3. Pele shifted it to the flank. Can he get it through? Kvaratskhelia. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Hazard. He's through here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Shot could be on. Forced to go back. He's having a shot!
もう俺も切れそう、マジで今の。ブル
It's a really well-measured ball. Knocks it into space. And he was alert to it. Cannavaro. Vitinha. Now, what about a counter-attack? Kvaratskhelia.
2 added minutes has been
Confirmation
indicated.
that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time.
さ、笑いでいても相当じゃねえ
Oh,
かよ。
super find. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
もうダメだ。
And that's that. Dundee
知
suffer
れ
a
てる。そう。
humiliating
よし、教
defeat,
えろ、思い
and
ま
if
すよ。
that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Then Jim.
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or...
さあ、いつ目の3人。
足元でコントロール。デルピエロへ。
デルピーン。
デルピエロ。
ジャンプしたいですよ、ここは。
すぐにチェック、フリーにはさせません。マルセロ、セードル、カットに行きます。セードルからエキティケ。セードル、抜けてくる。
本当に早く見ないアホばっかりだな。
カードをもらうかもしれません。
マシュ、でもあれだよ。それは俺たちにとっては本当に褒め言葉かもしれない。一応オフにしてる。やべえな。
どうですかね、狙ってきますかね。
シュート。ディフ フェンス今のはよく体当てましたよね。
そうですね。コースを塞ぐいい守備ですよね。
徳島はコーナーキッ
そういう
クに
ことだよ、マッシュ。ダンディーだよ、ダンディー。あ、即マッチ来た。即マッチ。おい、断ってんじゃねえぞ、お前ら。ひよってんじゃねえぞ。ガキども。
さあエキティケ。
関西人、本当にイラついたら口が悪くなります。
柔らかいパス。
ダメだよ。
セカンド拾えるか。
いいよ。
ファンダイク、流れを止めます。
おっと、これは
ふくらはぎつった。大丈夫か。
このマッチアップどうなる。
水分、水いっぱい飲めよ。どんだけことあんだよ、てめえ。殺すぞ、ほんと。
ここでマッチアップ。攻めんよ。攻めんよ。さあ、ヘイネス。
ダメだ、俺なんか特にするだけで配信中に殺すとか普通に言ってる。
ホーム側としてはまだ時間ありますからね。形は作れてるので、なんとか1点仕上げたいですよね。
即マッチ
さあ、攻めんよ。
もうほんと頼むよ。
さあ、フリーだ。
当たってほんとに。頼むから。とりあえず。とりあえず当たって。
しかしこれで分からなくなりましたよ。
ダメだよ。
同点のチャンスです。
ダンディ FC。ユニフォームなんかもう救えないぐらいダセーじゃねえか。なんだこれ。
きっちりと決めて再び同点です。冷静に押し込みました。
いやー、勝負
選手
強いですね。
は足の切れないやつだったら絶対叩きのめそう。
再び追いついています。
ここまで
任してほしい。
技術的な差なんてありませんよね。はい、チーム全員がどれだけ勝ちたいと思っているか、その部分が非常に大きいですね。ただカウンター早いですよ。
冷静 This is eFootball よ。
スルーパス。さあ、ハーランド。ここは大きくクリア。ピンチを出します。これはファールの判定。プラティニ。打つか。
時間と得点の状況を踏まえて、どうやって攻撃に持っていくかですよね。
大体ぶっ殺す気持ちいいわ。
ヘイネスへ。
出せるか。
シュート。決まった。いやー、これなんという
列がマルセロ。お仕事eFootball。
もう言葉がありません。いやー、なんという素晴らしいスルーパスからのフィニッシュ。タイミング完璧でしたね。
任せるマシ。約束するわ。
The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental
互いの
occasion.
ゴールへね。
シュート。
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona.
おやすみ。
It's made
ゆ
even
っくり寝
better
てくれ。
by 100,000 supporters in
ゆっ
full
くり寝てくれ。
force.
本当に。
アディショナルタイムは5
So
分です。
straight into the action.
止まってましたか。
夢で会おうね。
So many teams now playing just one up front, Jim. It's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Oh, such a clever touch. Oh no, this does not look good. That's put pay to the danger.
嫌を乗り越えてこそのエモさ。
And that one a perfect example.
もっと乗り越えよう。壁は高いよ。
Nice interception, well timed.
ラブさん、俺がついてるよ。
Pullet receives it in a good position here. And this... So, a breakthrough
俺がついてるよ。
Pele going face to face with his great rival. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
気合だけは任せる、本当に。
It's a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He's had it taken off him.
ちょっと待って、本当に酔ってるからやべえよ、本当に。
The less said about that pass, the better.
目がやばい、本当に。まぶた10キロある。レッツゴー、豚まん。
Van Dijk. Dundee are behind here despite their domination of possession. Forward back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Van Dijk is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Cross in, looks like a good one.
本当に酒やめよう。酒やめよう。勝てねえ。
And it's Vitinha. Vieira. Vitinha. And here's Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
ちょっと待って、任すんじゃない。
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be...
Goes for a shot! Oh, he's
あら、ほんまに一回目覚まそう。やべえわ。
Knocks it into space.
本当に。
Vieira.
本当に目覚まそう。やばい。
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
やべえ。アンチ。
Thuram does well to get it back. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Vitinha. And Kvaratskhelia. And it's Marcelo. And it's Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ernest. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's a lovely, neat pass. Ernest clears.
本当冷静になる。やばい。安直だ。
Dundee truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half time.
Yeah, and so cleverly bypass the press. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kvaratskhelia.
マジレスじゃねえか。
Marcelo. Pele. He's going to be disappointed with that.
ちょっと待って、本当安直。
Promising position. Vieira.
ちょっと本当安直すぎる。やべえ。あ、もう本当に頼むよ。安直すぎる。天気安直。
Pele. Vieira.
違うのよ。
Oh, shooting chance.
なんだよ、それ。もう本当に殺しちゃう。
Two up now, and they are cruising. So smooth, a sickening. And for the first half, that is that.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One really solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
なんでスパキャンが効かねえんだよ。
ペペからリベリ。ここは間合いを取る。ゲラードに渡る。
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Oh, he's taken it. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
もう本当に嫌い。このゲーム本当に嫌い。本当にして。捨てろ、マジで。
And he's cleared it back out.
滑れろ。
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hazard. Real chance. And the keeper couldn't hold it.
なんでそれ始めるの？マジで殺すわ、お前。
Keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
取れよ。
And that's been intercepted.
どうやってチーム
So good.
頭立ち会って見てるけよ、本当に。
Hazard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Vieira has created one goal already. Garcia breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Thuram. Vitinha. Here's Vieira. And it's Vitinha. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Bullet. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Kvaratskhelia. He's having a pop.
そう、そうある。
Is fantastic. About as smooth as it gets. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
That's good running with the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Tries to play it through. Great vision. And he's worked it through. Cause for mild irritation.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
This is a promising build-up. Played out wide. Forced to go back. Ernest.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nice looking ball. Good luck with that dink over the top. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Dundee very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the
今日の
late
ゲーム
late show.
見応えがさらに出てきました。
ハイレベルな選手が揃う中できっちりチャン
There's
ス
a
をものに
beautiful
できましたよ
simplicity
ね。
about this
やっぱり見
contest.
どころの多い試合
Willing
になりま
running
した
on
ね。
one side, dogged defence on the other.
Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
ネスタ、イニエスタ、
Yeah,
ジェラード、
looking to provide the solidity his team so need.
ジェラード、
Vitinha, that's Vieira.
ガルディオラ、グリット、これはファールです。
Stood up well to him
イエロ
there.
ーカード、
Now it's Hullet. The
ね
referee
えな、ファール。
and he has shown him a yellow card.
ラム、前半終了です。非常に動きがあるファー
And
ス
it's
トハーフでし
Vieira.
た。見応えのある好ゲームです。
And that interception was
前半ご覧になっ
most
て
necessary.
どう思われ
He
ま
read that really well and stopped it.
And that will be the final act.
あーぜ。
Dundee were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. But in the end, they fell just short. Effort.
そこは細いな。
Thoughts on what we've just
それ
seen?
ではセカンドハーフ見ていきましょう。前半はお互いに1点ずつとスコアに動きがありました。ここで丁寧にボールを扱う。イニエスタ、奪いに行きます。フィーゴ、サイドチェンジした形。これがつながります。ここでマッチアップ。ガルディオラ、プレーを引き出すパス、見せてほしいところです。さあ、左サイドへ。グリット、カウンターを仕掛けていきます。
この辺の駆け引きは注目ですよね。
この位置で受ける。抜けてくる。
ゴール前ちょっと混戦状態でしたからね。シュートがなかったんじゃないでしょうかね。
マケレレ、このボール奪いに行きます。ケインからサイドのスペースへ。
いいボールだ。
ここはキーパー処理しました。カウンターを仕掛けます。アラウゴ、グリットが受ける。スルーパスを出す。さあクライフ、
前開いた。いや
さあ右へ預けて、このボールはつながりません。テレ、スルーパス、さあ打てるか。今のは抜かれていたらと思うと怖い状況でしたよね。
はい、よく止めましたよね。ここで一旦リセットして落ち着きたいですよね。
フィーゴ、このパスを防ぎます。イニエスタ、マッチアップのシーン。
冷静にや。
いやー、今のはよく止めましたね。
読みの良さと思い切りですよね。素晴らしいですよね。
眠たい。行けダンディ。まだ60秒か。
5本目のコーナーキック。これはクリア。ラーム、ここは対応します。ハーランド、
上がってきますよ。
来たか。
かけるか。
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
フィリップ・ラームへ。
It's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
裏を狙う。
So straight into the action.
シュート。
Well, here is the multifaceted Christian Panucci, looking the very epitome of game intellect, never short on nous.
I like the fact that he's quite old-fashioned, and that's a compliment.
And it makes it all the more amazing, of course, that he is one of Italy's most prolific goal-scoring defenders.
Yeah, and he's not the type to constantly go bombing forward, but he knew when it was best to overlap, and when he did, he always made it count.
早くも監督の期待に応えました。
いやー、この采配は大当たりでしたよ
Defending
ね。
is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
勝利に向けて一本抜け
And
出
he's
しました。
managed to get
こ
free.
れは見事な逆転ですよね。サポーターにとっては最高の展開になりましたよね。
そうですね。い
Vieira,
やー、この状況で積
Dundee
極的
do
か
have a
つ大
chance to
胆なディフェン
counter
スです
here.
ね。
The chip
そう
pass
ですね
hasn't quite come
まあ
off.
攻守の駆け引きですよね。今の場合ですと多少リスクを冒しても
Makaleli
相手のカウンターを止めることを最優先させたパターンですよね。
Yamal,
ヤマルへ。ヤマル。
Pele, spread out to the left,
残り時間は10分を切っています。
looking for options for movement.
さあ、裏を狙って
It's a foul.
いきましたが、
It
こ
could
れ
be
は
a
取りません
penalty.
でした。
Dundee
せーって。
really could have done without this.
ネスタへ。タレ
This
ッティ、
to make it 1-0.
ブラヒモビッチ。マケレレ。右サイドへ振って。足元でコントロール。セメンヨ。結構受けながらのドリブル。
残り時間少ないですからね。冷静に対応してしっ
Just
かり試
one
合を終わら
winner.
せたいですよね。
Not much more than a formality.
ハザー
That's
ドからラン
calm for
パー
you.
ド。
Nothing is going to
ハ
distract
ーラ
him.
ンド。この男を勢いに乗らせる
I
と
doubt
誰
very
も
much
手
that
が
this
つ
was
け
in
ら
the
れなく
script.
なります。
アウェー側としては
And here's
終
Hullet.
わりたいところですよね。
Messi.
はい、ゲームの締め方、大事になってきますよね。
Dundee are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
2対1、
It's a pretty loose pass.
逆転で勝利。サポーターの期待に。
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's really nicely played. And they're quick to get it back. And here's Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. Vieira. That has been slung wide. And it's Marcelo. He's picked his way through. Marcelo drives forward on the overlap. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, that's neat. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He's found a way through. Desai did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No outsmarting him this time. Now it's Ribéry. That's a good foray he's making. Messi. And the pass is
やめていい
intercepted.
腹立ってきないけど、
Good
本当に。
progress on the left. Ibrahimovic.
それ。
Yamal is Yamal! better and better. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Palmeiras are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Kvaratskhelia. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And it's been given away. To Thuram. That has not gone well. Oh, nicely intercepted. Maldini powering forward here. Ribéry wants to run onto this. Vitinha. Vieira. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
There will be 1 minute.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Yamal ventures forward. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Down to business again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. He's got plenty of space out wide here. It's a goal kick. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. This is a promising build-up. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Hullet. Pele. And he is... And the shot! And no mistake. Barely into the second half. And already it is heating up. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipped.
Kvaratskhelia! That's another chance. And that's a sharp finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ibrahimovic receives it in a good position here. Spread to the right. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Makalele.
素晴らしい熱気に包まれたスタ
And
ジアム。
here's it's
そのサポーターの後
Ibrahimovic!
押しを受け、両チームこのゲーム
And
に
kept
挑みま
out
す。
by the most elastic of
コンディション
saves.
です。
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the
中
keeper.
行われるゲームです。
Palmeiras with the
こ
corner.
のゲームの
They're
解説は同
first.
じく元日本代表ミッドフィルダー北澤剛さんです。どうぞ。
Dundee have the chance to go the other way. He is through here. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Palmeiras are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, strongly challenged there. And here's Messi. And this is Hullet. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Pinches it off him.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Vitinha. Now it's Pele.
Yeah,
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Played out wide. Yamal. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an
Absolutely.
exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And he's in on goal. Pele conjures time and space where few can. And now the breakaway. Can he get on the end of this? And no, that was never going to make it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Mbappe. Can he finish? Oh, that could be pivotal. Oh,
いや、もう本当にもう
this has to be it. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 6.
Palmeiras look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question. How long is there left, including stoppages?
Now it's Yamal. Nice interception, well timed.
Number 22. Yamal.
Platini. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Tries to play it through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and was decided. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Dundee lost their way after falling.
いい、こちらこそ。お疲れ様でした。悔しいな。終わろうか。マジで、本当に。お疲れ様でした、皆さん。ありがとうございました。私はザコです。また明日から頑張ります。お疲れ様でした。本当